y'all, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do the next episode of Unrd. We are on the next half of day 3. We found out earlier on this day that my family thinks I'm trash too. So it's not just suggestions. It's not just Joni and her family and her friends that think I'm trash. It's my own family too. My own family think that I'm trash too. Like I'm just out here ghosting everybody, not paying my debts, got a gambling addiction. Like Greg is just like he's just down bad. He's down bad, but he brings all this on himself. So I can't even feel bad that his life is in shambles because, like, bro, this is all you're doing. You can choose to not be trash and your life will probably be better. So it's your fault. It's your fault. But you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. So everybody on my phone is either telling me how trash I am, or they're blackmailing me, or both. Like we got a couple people on my phone that's doing both, telling me how trash I am and blackmailing me because I'm trash. So listen, that's where we are. That's where we are right now. Let's just go ahead and just jump into the next half of this day. Okay, so here's Ron. Here's my dad. This is my dad. Remember, I am having lunch with my dad. My dad put down the law. He laid down the law and said, look, you better be here today. You better come visit today to come visit your mama. And so I drove to go visit my family because I ain't want no smoke with them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no smoke. Okay, so here's my daddy. Here on my phone is Ron, but this is my daddy. He said, it seems you left just in time. Did you know this was coming? Is that why you were in such a hurry to leave? I said, what are you talking about? He said, we just got served and they're going to bring a case against you. You need to talk to them, Greg, or we could lose everything. Oh, Lord. Step up to your responsibilities and help us. I shouldn't even have to be asking you. An old man begging his son, but you reduced me to this. Things are hard enough here as it is. And we'll face it, your mom and I, we always do. But you should be facing this with us. I said, I can't, Dad. I can't face this right now. He said, what's it gonna take, Greg? We can't go on like this. After all this, you can't just shoulder your own responsibilities after all we've done for you. I said, all you've done for me, you don't get to say that. I moved to Chicago on my own. Got a job, a life, friends. While you all thought I'd never make it, I was studying for my exams in the evenings while I worked at a warehouse by day. The day I called you to tell you I got into the paramedic program, do you remember what you said to me? You said, but when are you coming back to help out on the farm? Not, congratulations, Greg, we're proud of you. And when I got my first job as a paramedic, I wanted so badly to do what any normal person does and call my family to share the good news. But I was there with my cell, staring at your name, and realized there was no point in even telling you. Because no matter what I do, it isn't good enough for you because I'm not Warren. He said, is that what this is all about? I'm in shock, Greg. I can't believe I raised a boy who could be upset by such inconsequential emotional crap. You were not a deprived child. If you can't help out your family at a time like this, well, I don't even know what to say to you anymore. You've really disappointed me, Greg. I said, what else is new, bro? And he said, and for the record, it wasn't because you left we were angry. It was because of what you left behind. Okay. All right, Dad. Okay, here's M. M said, so when am I gonna see you again? Why are all these people? What are all these initials in my phone? Who are these people? I got an M in my phone now. I had an R. It's just all types of people in my phone. What's going on here, y'all? All right, here's Lacey, my boo. I said, hey, look, I know you added that video to make me jealous. And you know what? I totally deserved it after speaking to you like that. I owe you an explanation and an apology. I think he's talking about the video where she was like, I'm going to see the captain and the old crew is getting back together and he's buying me drinks. Y'all remember that story that Lacey posted last time? I think that's what he's talking about. I said, I owe you an explanation and an apology. I'll start with the apology. I shouldn't have been like that with you. I was just in a weird place mentally. If you want the explanation, please call me when you can. I got a call, so I think this is her. Hold on.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, how was your thing with your colleagues? Any hot pilots I should be worried about? Sorry.
It's okay. You don't have to apologize to me. But let me in. Talk to me. What's going on? You promised you'd be honest, remember?
Yeah, I did. I just didn't want to burden you with more of my crap.
It's not burdening. It's sharing the load. And, we talked about this. Besides, why don't you let me decide what is burdening or not burdening?
Where are you right now? It sounds like you're still out.
I am. I just stepped outside when I saw your text.
Oh.
Come on, Greg, talk to me. You called me and now I'm here.
Right.
Where were you earlier?
What? My parents' place.
Oh, I told her.
I thought you said you didn't have any family.
Lied.
I mean, I do. I'm not on good terms with them. So
A lie.
It's just easier to pretend like they don't exist, Lacey.
Okay, why were you so secretive about them?
Look, I wasn't really myself earlier.
How come?
Well, they just have that effect on me. They make me feel like shit, and then I act out, and then I feel even worse.
So they're your parents then?
Basically.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that they make you feel like that. What happened between you and them?
Oh, Lacey, that's a long story.
Well, I have time.
But aren't you at your thing right now?
I always have time for you, Greg.
That's sweet.
Look, I care about you, and clearly this is hurting you. So, did something happen between you and them?
Not really, no. Just my father and I never really got along. I'm not the son he wanted me to be. But anyways, he's not very well right now, and after you and I talked last night, my mom messaged me saying to come and visit, so in the morning all I could think of was that, and I was dreading it, and that's why I was off with you.
It's okay. You don't always have to be in a perfect mood 100% of the time, Why didn't you just tell me?
You're a liar.
Well, I didn't want to get into talking about my family. I was already really nervous about seeing them. It doesn't exactly bring up happy memories or the best in me, so I guess I wasn't ready for you to see that.
Why don't you let me be the judge of what I'm ready to see or not ready to see? I really like you, Greg, and I want to see everything, whatever that is.
Well, whenever my family get involved in my life, it just messes with me.
Yeah, so families are tough. Is your dad okay now?
Yeah, he's stable for now.
Is that why you don't talk about your family?
I'm just too different from them, Lacey.
What do you mean?
I'm the black sheep. I'm the kid who was more interested in city life than farm, and my father always saw that as a failing. He called me sensitive and soft.
I don't think those are bad things.
Yeah, well, they were in his eyes.
What about your mom?
I love my mom. She's great, but she's his wife, and like her whole identity is wrapped around him. That's what he does to people, everyone around him, in his own way. It's
I'm sorry, that sounds harsh.
yeah, it is.
So, is that why you left in the first place to
Yeah.
Chicago? Yeah. Well, that must have taken a lot of courage.
I mean, I just needed to get out. I had a friend in Chicago too, so I just crashed on his couch, worked the odd jobs, pay the bills here and there until I could get into paramedic training, and I never borrowed a penny, never asked for any help. I wanted to be someone, you know? I wanted to be someone.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. And that's kind of the reason why I became a flight attendant. You know, I wanted to get out there. I felt that I belonged to a wider world, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but in the end, they still judge me, whether I show up to the farm or not.
Well, I mean, my family's we're all pretty lovely and awesome, and I'm sorry to say that, so we're kind of boring in that regard.
What?
Don't be sorry about that. That's great. I'm glad.
Thanks. But it's not fair. You know, it's not fair that your family judges you so harshly. I think you made something of yourself.
Yeah, I guess I figured out pretty early on that it'd be better for me to live my adult life like I've got no family at all. It was the only way I could make peace with it, not be broken by it.
Well,
You know, I've never told anyone that.
well, that's good. That's really good.
Sort of shaking.
And you know what? I wish I could hug you right now. I think you're amazing.
Feels so weird. I feel lighter.
Well, that's good. I think it's really good.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that you told me, and it's probably not easy for you. You sound like you've been on this road for a really long time now, and despite what you've been through, you're not bitter or mean. You're this passionate guy that's really excited about life, and that's what I really like about you. And honestly, I'm impressed, Greg.
Never shared so much with someone. You feel like home.
Well, you feel like home too. Listen, I should head back,
Oh, yeah, of course. Don't let me keep you.
but I'm really glad we talked.
Me too.
I'll message you later, okay?
Okay.
Okay, here's Cleo. Cleo said, I know Brady saw Joni today. I said, how? Are you stalking him now? She said, I was going to see her too. He was stood outside her apartment block. The world doesn't revolve around you, you know. I saw him with his phone out. He believes me, doesn't he? Why are you still ignoring this, Greg? Now even your best friend knows about it. I said, I thought you said you were done with me. She said, you can't just run away from a life, Greg. You may have left Chicago, but we're all still here. A part of you is still here. I don't believe for a second that you haven't been thinking about it, about Joni. I know you keep putting up a wall of denial, but you're not stupid. I know you're hearing me. So I can only assume the reason you're choosing not to engage with your future child is because you know something. And you ran away from Joni because you did something bad. Something you don't want to take responsibility for. Am I getting close, Greg? Did you cheat on her? Is that it? Hooked up with someone else now? Is it Millie? Don't want to deal with your pregnant ex because you're worried it'll ruin things for you? I said, you got a lot of nerve and a lot of imagination to be accusing me of this. Forget to take your pills or something? Cleo said, excuse you? I said, because you're so far from the truth that you're on another planet. And whether or not I'm in a new relationship is none of your or Joni's business. It's been 6 months. You all need to move the hell on and stop playing mind games. I know I have, and I seem to be the only sane one left around here. Joni is pregnant, though. I don't know why we still fighting this, but Joni's still, she's pregnant. All right, here go my mama. My mama said, Greg, if you don't face this, we're going to lose the farm. I said, you're not going to lose the farm. It's just a threat. They're trying to turn up the pressure. My mama said, the pressure is on us, not you. I said, it's fine, Mom. I'll sort it out. Remember, my parents got served. I don't know. I don't know why I'm being like, oh, they just bluffing. They They came to the door with court papers. They just bluffing, girl. I don't know what you talking about. I ain't sweating it. Okay, here go Millie. Millie said, look, if you don't want to talk to me, that's fine. But I have something to tell you that you really need to know. I said, what is it, girl? She said, I don't know how to tell you this. I said, just say it. She said, it's really hard. Girl, what is it? What is it? She said, this time I screwed up. I said, screwed up how? Millie said, I accidentally let it slip to Joni that you were dating someone. Girl, what? What? What you mean you accidentally let it slip? I thought I told you to block her. Millie said, and I told you maybe. I said, WTF, Millie, I can't believe you. She said, well, whatever, but I thought you might want to see what she said. And I put question mark. She said, is that a yes? I said, of course it's a yes. Okay, here go the screenshots. Okay. Up top, Millie said, he barely replies to me now that he has some other girl. Oh, Lord. Joni said, what? She said, yeah, Brady told me he's dating a girl called Lacey or something. Not giving the name. Joni said, seriously, he's dating someone? Well, I'm going to make sure that girl knows what she's letting herself in for. Oh, Lord. Why Joni coming for smoke with the new girl? You don't even know that woman's last name. Lord. Millie said she's pissed, Greg. Maybe you should talk to her before she ruins your life, LOL. I said she bluffing. Trust me, she wouldn't dare. Millie said, I mean, I don't really care. You know I'm no Joni fan, but just thinking of you, I think she's serious. Why do Greg act like everything in his life is just a bluff? Like, he over here lying and being trash to people, and then when they get mad, his response is always like, oh, they ain't gonna do nothing for real. Like, that's what, like, he's done that, like, at least 4 times to different people. Like, bro, sometimes things catch up to you. Like, life comes back and catches up with you. I think people have told him that. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It makes for a better story. So, look. Okay, here's Brady. Brady said, did you make it out of there alive? Talking about my parents' house. I said, I did, just. And it sounds like I got out just in time. After I left, they got served. Brady said, like, serve? I said, yep. So obviously they started blaming me, and my mom was trying to get me to come back and sort it out. Same old. I mean, I feel like crap about it, of course I do. But what else am I supposed to do? I can't just step in now and fix it all, especially not with Lacey coming into town. Brady said, dude, that's bad. I said, that's not the worst bit. Millie told Joni I was seeing someone a few days ago. Brady said, what? I said, yeah, she never blocked her like I asked her to. And Brady said, how did Joni react? I sent him the screenshot. Quote, I'm going to make sure that girl knows what she's letting herself in for. And Brady said, WTF. I said, what do I do? Brady said, that's not cool of Millie to do. Then why y'all spread... Brady, you the like... Brady talk about that ain't cool of Millie. You the one that told Millie, so it ain't cool for you, bro. I said, well, now we're in this mess, I'm screwed. If Joni speaks to her, she'll tell her that I just abandoned my fiance days before I was supposed to be moving in with her. It wasn't days before, it was the day that you were supposed to move in with her. Brady said, I mean, you did do that. I said, thanks for that. He said, look, dude, how is she gonna get her number? I presume Millie didn't tell Joni her full name. I said, dude, you know what women are like. They can find anyone on social media. You right. And imagine how crazy that will sound being contacted by an ex before you've met that person. That's a big red flag. Brady said, I mean, I hate to say it, dude, but say she does and Lacey runs a mile, then it'll happen again with the next girl you meet until you sort out Joni. Maybe the best thing is to actually speak to her. If it will get her off your back, at least you can move on with your life. I said, I literally can't believe this. Brady said, look at it this way. You know that family is full of empty threats, so there's a strong possibility she won't. I said, let's hope so, else everything is ruined. Okay, so Brady also think everybody bluffing. I don't know why these people in this phone think that people don't be acting upon what they say they're gonna do. All right, Lacey said, hey, I was thinking about what you said about your family and how you're not really close. It made me feel really sad. I can't imagine not being close to my family. I said, it's okay. I'm used to it, to be honest. I just don't bother telling people about them so that I don't have to think about them. She said, but they're still there whether you think about them or not. I'd love to meet them someday if this works out. I said, why? She said, I mean, it's pretty normal if a relationship progresses. They made you after all. I said, I'm nothing like them. She said, you got to be at least a little bit like them. Can't you think of anything you and your dad have in common? I said, we're both stubborn. She said, there you go. I said, but I'm pretty sure that's also why we'll never have a good relationship. She said, it's one thing to turn your back on people who let you down, and another thing when those people are your parents. What I mean is, you only get one set of parents, Greg. What with your dad being sick, I'm worried you might live to regret not making up with them. So I just want you to know, I'm here to help. I said, I appreciate that you care enough about me to worry about my relationship with my dad, but honestly, I've thought this over myself, and I don't think I'd regret it. They've only ever made me feel like crap. Lacey said, I'm sorry to hear that. And I said, like I said, it's a reality I've learned to live with. And it's really sweet of you to worry, but I'd rather we talk about something else, to be honest. She said, well, I better go anyway. I gotta head to the airport soon. I said, look, if it's not too soon, I'd love to maybe take you on a date tomorrow. Lacey said, tomorrow? Are you gonna wait for me to land first, LOL? I said, I was just thinking it'd be good to do it sooner rather than later. She said, why? I said, because I'm excited to see you. She said, okay, tomorrow it is. We can sort details out tomorrow. I said, amazing. And she said, right, I really better shoot. My cab will be here soon. And I said, text me when you're at the airport. Okay, so my boo coming. My boo gonna come to town and we're going on a date, y'all. And we have never met Lacey in person. Like, we met Lacey online and we've like FaceTimed and talked online, but this would be the first date that I've ever seen her in person. Okay, here's Cleo. Here's a story from Cleo. No matter how many chances you give someone, some people just end up disappointing you. Girl, don't be subtweeting me. Instagramming me. Okay, here's Brady. I said, I've arranged a date with Lacey tomorrow. And he said, tomorrow? I said, well, I thought if Joni does know, I can tell Lacey everything in person before Joni gets to her. Brady said, I mean, it's smart, but have you ever thought about how this all plays out in the end? I said, what do you mean? He said, like, you still haven't solved your other issue. What's to say that you don't just end up repeating what happened with Joni with Lacey? I said, I've been thinking about that too, but for starters, you weren't involved with how I met Lacey. Brady said, harsh but fair. I said, and the thing is, if it goes well when we meet up, I'm going to tell her the truth about everything, properly, confront my past, tie up loose ends. He said, for real? I said, yep. He said, you must really want this girl, huh? I said, well, on paper, she's great. And like you said, if not this one, then it'll be the next one. Besides, I can't live with the weight of all this anymore. When I left the farm, I wanted to be a free man, but not with all this hanging over me. So it's time I make it happen. He said, dude, that's deep. So what are you going to do when it gets serious and she wants to meet your family? See where you're from, all of that crap? Are you just going to lie to her again and tell her you're an orphan? I said, no. I told her the truth about my parents already, and I want to keep telling her the truth. And Brady said, you really are a new man. And I said, I'm trying to change, Brady. I'm trying to change. Oh, Lord. Hold on, y'all. Okay. My mama said, Greg, your dad's taking a turn for the worse. He's in the hospital again. I need you. Come to the hospital. Oh, Lord. Something going on with my daddy, y'all. Okay, here go my boo Lacey. I said, hey, I got some bad news. And she said, what's going on? Are you okay? I said, it's my dad. He's back in the hospital. It's not looking good. I don't think he's going to make it. She said, oh, my God. I said, it's okay. I mean, it's not, but I always knew this day would come, and we're not close. Lacey said, still, it's your dad. Are you going to the hospital? I said, it's too late for visitors now, and to be honest, I don't want to face it right now. It's too late for visitors. Greg, you're not a visitor, you're family. I mean, I guess he don't really want to go anyway, so that's probably an excuse. She said, you should go. Won't you regret it if you don't? I said, please, Lacey, I know what I'm doing. She said, okay, well, if it's better for you, we don't have to meet up. I don't want to come in the way of you and your family. I said, I'm sorry. She said, for what? I said, I get it's a lot for you to deal with. She said, life sucks sometimes, right? I want to help. Look, it doesn't sound like the right time to have a date when your dad is in a bad way. Why don't we rearrange the date and I can go with you if you want to visit him tomorrow? I said, no, I mean, I appreciate the offer, but I want to handle him alone. Just know that I'm handling it, and I'm really glad you're coming. A meal or drink out with you would be great. It's exactly what I need right now. She said, okay, if you're sure that's what you want. I said, yep. She said, okay, well, thanks for letting me know. I'm headed to the airport. I'll be back home before you know it. And I said, thanks. She said, on my way. I said, awesome. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. She said, me neither, but I really hope your dad's okay, Greg. I'll say goodbye now anyway, so you can get some rest, but I'll text you later to let you know I boarded and then arrived. I said, sounds good to me. I'm literally about to fall asleep, so I'll speak to you tomorrow. Safe flight. And she said, thanks. I said, good night. Oh, Lord, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Lacey said, Greg, you still awake? I just got to the airport. Some woman named Joni just messaged me saying she's your ex and she wants to meet me tomorrow. She said she wants to tell me the truth about you. What's going on? What truth does she talk about, Greg? It's kind of freaking me out. Now she says she's pregnant. Is that true? Is she having your baby? Seriously, you better text me back right now. Is this true? Greg, what the hell going on? What is going on? Listen, Joni done found this woman. This is crazy. Joni might be the feds because all she had was that woman's first name. That's all she had. Do you know how many Lacey's it probably is in Ohio or wherever this girl lives? Lacey, that's all Lacey had. I mean, that's all Joni had. And she done found this woman information and messaged her the tea. Messaged her all the tea. That's crazy. Okay, y'all, so we down bad. We down bad again. We down bad again. But look, like I said, when you build your life on a stack of lies, you got to be prepared for all of it to come crashing down. You have to be prepared. And here we go, right here, the mess and the shenanigans. The mess and the shenanigans. Okay, y'all, the women around here might be teaming up to get Greg out of here. Every woman in this story might be like looking at themselves like, yo, did y'all get played by Greg? You got played by Greg too. You got played by Greg too. We might need to team up and take this man down. That might be what's going on here, y'all. That might be what's going on. And I'm here for it. I am here for it. But also, my daddy is sick. He in the hospital. He had a heart attack. And he was getting better. And now he done took a turn for the worse. So, prayers up for my fictional daddy in this story. But, what's his name? Ron? Prayers up for Ron. The women trying to get me out of here, y'all. With the women is Joni done found Lacey's information about to set fire to my life. Listen, Joni is not having it. She is not having it. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Get this man out of here. He is trash. It's time for all y'all to recognize that he trash. And it's time. It's time for Greg to get what's coming to him. So I'm here for it. Suggestions is here for it. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already. And I'll see y'all next time for Greg's comeuppance. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Bye, y'all.